If you believe you may have any information regarding this case, you are urged to contact the Fayette County Coroner's Office on 740-675-6830. Alternatively, you could contact the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation on 740-845-2000. If you'd prefer to submit your tip online, please use the link shown on screen and located in the description. If you choose to submit your tip this way, please refer to the case number 1983. This video features discussions of homicide and interpersonal violence. Among other topics some may find upsetting. Viewer discretion is advised. In the early morning hours of the 17th of November 1981, two hunters spotted the nude body of a young man floating in the shallow waters of Paint Creek under a bridge over Lamp Road in rural Jefferson Township, Fayette County, Ohio. When police arrived on the scene, they observed an unspecified amount of blood on the bridge's deck. This, combined with multiple visible wounds on the body, immediately suggested the young man may have been in a violent altercation before death. Upon further inspection, authorities determined the decedent had most likely been shoved off the side of the bridge to fall the 11-foot drop into the water. It is believed he died elsewhere and was dumped at the site of discovery. An autopsy revealed the young man had been deceased for around 12 to 15 hours prior to being found. He was a victim of homicide. 2 small-caliber bullet wounds had entered his chest, both of which had then been carved open with a knife, despite the bullets passing through his body. In addition to these wounds, the victim had been stabbed 13 to 14 times in the back and torso. Police believe the stab wounds may have been inflicted in an attempt to conceal the fatal bullet wounds. The victim, of Caucasian and/or Hispanic descent, had an olive complexion and was thought to be between 16 and 25 years old. At 5 feet 5 inches tall, he weighed about 130 to 160 pounds, and was described as having a small build and being slender. His curly perm-style hair was light brown, red or light reddish-brown, and no more than 5 inches in length. His eyes were green and he had a, quote, high forehead. He was reportedly clean-shaven and well-groomed. He had been circumcised. His tan lines indicated he regularly wore bikini-type briefs or swimming trunks, and that he resided in an area with a warm winter climate, such as California, Arizona, or Mexico. Though some sources state no marks or scars were observed on the body, others claim 2 pale scars were located on his lower left abdomen. One 3.4 inches in length and the other 1.7 inches in length. There was reportedly no evidence of any surgical sutures surrounding these scars. The coroner stated his teeth were in a, quote, good state of repair. Both his top canines, or perhaps his 2 upper front incisors, depending on the source, were considerably longer than the rest of his teeth, although he did not have an overbite. His lower teeth were crooked, with a lingual recession of the right lateral and the left central incisors, and distal deviation of the lower right canine. A team of scuba divers were sent to investigate the creek in which the decedent was found, but nothing pertinent to his identity was discovered in the 5-foot-deep waters. Teletype reports detailing the discovery of the body were distributed all over the United States, yet to no avail. The decedent's fingerprints were run through law enforcement databases, though no matches were found, revealing he probably did not have a criminal record. Missing person reports were combed through, but again, none matched the victim. Every lead turned up negative, and over 40 years later, both the victim and those responsible for his demise remain unidentified. On the 16th of March 1982, 4 months after his body was located, the unnamed decedent was laid to rest in an unmarked grave at the Washington Cemetery in Fayette County. Only 6 people attended his funeral: the minister, a cemetery worker, the Fayette County prosecuting attorney, the sheriff's lieutenant, and the 2 funeral directors. In years since, several theories regarding this case have been discussed. These theories range from the victim being involved in the drug trade, to the victim being a migrant worker, to the victim being the target of anti-LGBT hate crime. However, these theories are purely speculative and have never been confirmed nor denied by authorities. And this is all the information I could find regarding this case. Unfortunately, it's received very little publicity and therefore very little media attention. As such, I've been working with a limited number of sources, so please forgive me if this video is unusually short. Regardless, I still thought it was important to spread the word. The more exposure this case gets, the more chance it has of finally being solved. Several missing people have been ruled out as being this decedent. Please check the description of this video for a list of these rule-outs. Despite the passage of time and the lack of active leads, this case is still open. Again, if you believe you may have any information, you are urged to contact one of the following: the Fayette County Coroner's Office on 740-675-6830, the Ohio Bureau of Criminal Investigation on 740-845-2000, or the Ohio Attorney General using the link shown on screen and located in the description. Thank you very much for giving Fayette County John Doe a moment of your day.